man, what up, family? It's your boy Kingdom Rod, man. Everybody like, subscribe, and comment. Roll to 7K subs. Today, I'm going to react to the rules of Rugby Union explained. This is going to be a part of my December special, which I've just been doing the whole month of December. Every single day, I've been reacting to something. Music, basketball, something. Man, this is another rugby reaction. 4 days ago, I reacted to the South Africa versus USA Rugby World in 2015. There was the highlights, and USA had got whooped. And I'm like requesting more stuff about rugby because I want to get into rugby. But some people think I'm just doing it for the views when I actually watch so many different sports. I watch basketball, I watch football, watch a little bit of baseball. I don't watch lacrosse before. I don't watch soccer. I watched a little bit of hockey, not too much though. Like, is it a problem for me wanting to get into every sport? Like, dang, bro, I never knew it was so much of a problem. But I can understand where people be coming from. But bro, you don't even know me. How you gonna say what I'm looking for? But I think it is about time for me to learn some more. You know, the rules. Like, I know about the try and stuff like that. But it is time for me to react to some more of these rules. And then after this, I'm be more like a I ain't a pro, but I'm more like I'm past the beginner level. I didn't watch so many different highlights, biggest hits and stuff like that. I'm be past the beginner. So request some more games and stuff, cause why not, bro? Like I told y'all, like I really like on my bucket list, I gotta go to a rugby game. I got to. Like that's on my bucket list, bro. I need to. But let's get straight into it.
Nin explains the rules of rugby union. The object of the game is for your team to score more points than the opposing team.
Sure.
The game is played with 2 teams of 15, playing on a field that's 100 meters long between the goal lines. In rugby union, you may run forwards with the ball, and you may kick the ball forwards. But what's interesting about rugby union is that you can only pass the ball backwards or sideways. You cannot pass the ball forwards, and doing so will result in your opponent being awarded possession.
That makes so much sense. You can only pass the ball sideways or backwards. And then I'll be wondering why people be kicking it forward, because you can kick in any direction. It makes so much sense now. It really makes so much sense.
You cannot pass the ball forwards, and doing so will result in your opponent being awarded possession. The idea is to score points, and there are several ways to do this. Number 1, a try. You can run with the ball into your opponent's in-goal area and place the ball down onto the ground. This is a try and is worth 5 points. Unlike in American football, the player must press the ball on the ground with downward pressure.
I saw somebody talked about why you call it a touchdown, like in American football. American football got their term from rugby. I know they changed it like in the 1900s, but they got their term from rugby and then they switched it up. Like that's what American got touchdown from. I think they still want it. I think it's just a different way to say try, like touchdown, because you still got to touch your feet in, or the ball got cross like the goal line and stuff like that. So like it's still like a reiteration of like a try in a way, but yeah.
Unlike in American football, the player must press the ball on the ground with downward pressure. No downward pressure equals no try. Number 2, a conversion. After scoring a try, you are awarded a conversion kick to add more points. The kick is made from a spot 20 meters from the goal line and perpendicular to the spot where the try was scored. Kicking the ball between the posts and over the crossbar scores 2 points. Number 3, a penalty. If your opponent commits a foul, you may choose to kick the ball from the ground between the goalposts. This scores 3 points. Number 4, a drop goal. You can also kick the ball between the posts at any time during open play. To do this, you must drop the ball onto the ground first before kicking it. This also scores 3 points. To stop you from scoring, your opponents will try and stop you by tackling. Your opponent can grab you below the shoulders and pull you to the floor or stop you moving forwards. In rugby union, once a player is tackled, the ball carrier must let go of the ball. This usually results in...
Nah, that's crazy. Like that drop goal is actually crazy. Like I didn't know like during a play you could still kick the ball, but the ball must touch the ground first. Yeah, I know like if you tackle, could you just hold the ball? But they said if you tackle, you gotta let go of the ball. That's actually interesting. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, drop goal. The ball must touch the floor before kicking. That's crazy.
You below the shoulders and pull you to the floor or stop you moving forwards. In rugby union, once a player is tackled, the ball carrier must let go of the ball. This usually results in players pushing each other away on the ground whilst the teammate tries to get possession of the ball. Players from either team can get possession at this point. This is known as a ruck and is an important part of the game. To the untrained eye, it looks like a bunch of men rolling around on the floor, but in reality, they're trying to push the opponents away so that they can get the ball. The maul is the other important part of the game. This is essentially a ruck while standing up. Players will usually push opposing players backwards in order to gain better field position. Unlike in American football or rugby league, there are no set limits for possession. If a team can keep the ball for the entire game, they generally will. The game is played in two 40-minute halves, for a combined playing time of 80 minutes. The team with the highest score after 80 minutes wins. That's basically the gist of it, but there's a few other rules you'll need to understand before playing or going to a game. For example, knock-on. Any player deflecting the ball forwards with their arms or body is committing a knock-on. Remember, you're not allowed to pass the ball forwards, so you're not allowed to deflect it forwards either.
Deflect to drop the ball forward, arms or body. Let me go back, because it's a little confusing. So is it kind of like our definition of a fumble in a way?
Knock-on. Any player deflecting the ball forwards with their arms or body is committing a knock-on. Remember, you're not allowed to pass the ball forwards, so you're not allowed to deflect it forwards either, unless it's a kick. Committing a knock-on will result in the other team being awarded a scrum. Scrum. This is a method of restarting play, usually after a forward pass or a knock-on. The forwards of both teams line up and push against one another whilst the ball is rolled between them. In general, any team can win possession of the ball at this point. In touch. This is rugby terminology for out of the playing area. The outer lines of the field are touch lines, and any ball leaving the field of play is said to be in touch. Line out. This is another method of restarting play, usually when the ball has...
I'm glad that line out, I always wondered about a line out.
Line out. This is another method of restarting play.
Restarting play ball teams.
In touch. Line out. This is another method of restarting play, usually when the ball has left the field in touch. Players from each team will line up 1 meter apart whilst the ball is being thrown between them. Players are allowed to lift teammates up to try and gain possession of the ball.
That's tough, man.
There are many other rules not discussed here, but as you watch or play rugby union, they will become very clear indeed. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is very much appreciated. Be sure to follow me on Twitter also, but in the meantime, enjoy rugby union.
I want to do a part 2, because I would love to get into part 2. Like, that's only rugby union. Ain't it's like different rugby leagues? Like, yes, rugby union, rugby league. That's all I know. But that's actually interesting, because I went from why they do that to now understanding, at least to some extent, on why they do what they do. Like all that, what do you call it, line out? Yeah, line out. I always wondered about a line out. Well, that makes sense. Like restarting play, the ball is thrown in between the teams, so that makes sense. I always wondered about a maul, M-A-U-L. The scrum was actually interesting too. The scrum, I think that's what I meant, not a maul. Scrum. I think I said the wrong one. 2 40-minute halves.
You're not allowed to pass the ball forwards, so you're not allowed to deflect it forwards either, unless it's a kick. Committing a knock-on will result in the other team being awarded a scrum. Scrum. This is a method of restarting play, usually after a forward pass or a knock-on. The forwards of both teams line up and push against one another whilst the ball is rolled between them. In general, any team can win possession of the ball at this point. In touch.
That's actually interesting. Where did the maul come from? I remember seeing maul. I promise you, I know I've seen it. Where was it at? Oh, there you go.
Players will usually push opposing players backwards in order to gain better field position. Unlike in American football or rugby league, there are no...
Yeah, it's actually interesting, bro. Like, cause it's so much different from anything I ever watched. Like, it's so much different. But then it got its similarities though. Like, it have like, it's not similar, but it's like you can kind of see how American football got some of their rules from rugby in a way. Like some of the things that rugby do, we do the same way, but just like different terms, a different way we handle it. So like, it's actually interesting, and now I kind of understand it more. Sometimes I'm gonna have to refer back to this video. But luckily to get this video a like, because sometimes I'm gonna have to come back to this video to really understand things. But that's very interesting though. I can't even lie. But yeah, is it only 2 leagues? Is it rugby union and rugby league? So I think that's the only two I know about. That's really it, bro. I can't think if I got any more questions. Yeah, if it's another video I need to watch, let me know so I can knock that out and not get into more rugby reactions. Like I said, bro, it's on my bucket list to go to a rugby game. Like I need to. This will be like in some years. Get some years and stuff like that. Then once I start traveling the world, I feel like I really understand rugby, I will attend a game. But give it some time. Give it some time. I ain't ready yet. But like, yeah, give it some time. I really want to visit a rugby game. And I just feel like rugby not talked about enough in the USA. Like a lot of people don't even watch rugby. I think it's like rugby stuff out here, but people don't really, like all the schools I went to, nobody talks about rugby. We ain't got no rugby. Like, I don't even know if there's any rugby teams out here. Like, do any colleges, anybody play rugby? I'm not sure. But I think it is like some leagues out here, the small leagues out here. I ain't for sure though. But yeah, man, it's actually interesting, man. Y'all request more stuff rugby wise down below so I can get more into it. Like, subscribe, comment, roll to 7K subs, and I'm out of here. All right, y'all.
I'm in a coat full of money makers and go getters. Get it straight. I'm my biggest critic. I can make no error. What's the point of hanging on the